Hey everybody, welcome back to Freedom Garage. Thank you for your time, and if you're here for wicked cool car reviews, I have a wicked cool car for you right now. This is a 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. This is their electric truck. We know that America is being forced to the electrification of automobiles, and this is Ford's counterpunch to the electric trucks such as Rivian and the yet to ever be seen Tesla Cybertruck. So the design on this is phenomenal. We're going to do a walk around. I'm going to show you some of the cool features of this vehicle because there are a lot of them. Then we'll check out the interior, we'll take it for a ride, and then I'll wrap things up. But I want to let you know that this vehicle right now, as I'm recording, is available at Imperial Ford here in Mendon, Massachusetts. I have purchased the last 4 or 5 of my vehicles at Imperial. They have several options for different dealerships and stuff like that. They have pretty much everything you're looking for, and I want to thank them for allowing me to bring you the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Look at this thing. It is stunning vehicle. All right guys, I'm going to start up here by the front. I have all the lights on in the vehicle, and I did this to show you that while it does have that very prominent light bar, as you can see, that traverses the entire facade, that's on, that's dim, and that's how it is. So here we are in an overcast day, you can't even tell it's on, so it's not going to draw that attention that screams, hey, this is an electric vehicle. I like that. You can see we have the 2 sets of LED lights as well as your indicators there. I wanted you to see this all lit up so that that would either take away a concern or get you excited, because it's not one of those ones that scream, hey, look at me. And the same is true on the back. You do have the large red rear indicator light, and that is on. So as you see it here is how you'd see it out in the wild. I just wanted you to see that all lit up so that it would address any concerns once we go through the vehicle if I forget to mention it. All right, everybody, here we go. The Ford F-150 Lightning. It's their EV, their electric vehicle, but this has 580 horsepower with 775 pound-feet of torque. It does 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat, and those times are better than the Ford Raptor. Of course, the Raptor has the V6 twin turbo, but it does 450 horse with 510 pound-feet and does 0 to 60 in 5.1. So this is quicker and faster than the Raptor if you were considering both trucks. Now, as you can see, this is based off of the Ford F-150 Lariat. You got your crew cab. It's beautiful. It looks just like an F-150, other than a few tiny cues, and I'm going to show you those today. The first one is here on the front fender, and we'll go over the inside storage and all that stuff. But this is your charging port here. It looks just like a badge, but it does pop open and you have your charging port. Now, there is another one of these emblems on the other side for symmetry, but there's only one charging port, and it's here on the driver's side. And we'll do the tires too. We got 20-inch rims with 275/60 tires, and this is what's going to keep you on the road, because the Lightning, it'll take off and drive like a sport car, but it still handles like a truck. It still is a truck. All right, so we'll continue our walk around. You can see we have the full length step. We have the full crew cab here. Again, on the back, the only difference that's going to make people know what this is the Lightning badging. It is black on the forward-facing part of the emblem, and the surroundings are in this light blue to make it stand out. I kind of like it. Let me know what you think down below, but it's pretty cool. Here we have our F-150 logo in there. Hopefully it'll work on the camera. It'll show you here. Okay, our bed, the rear of the bed, looks just like a regular Ford F-150, and we have the lightning bolt logo with the American flag that signifies that this is a Lightning. Now, to get into the bed, our tailgate operates kind of interesting. There's a button there which will pop it open. You can also release this from inside, as well as on the key fob. Let me show you that while I have you here. Okay, here is your key fob. You have unlock, lock. You can open the front trunk. You can open the tailgate, and of course the alarm. Now, what's cool about this tailgate, if you look here, is it incorporates an American ruler as well as a metric ruler. So standard and metric. So that way you can use this on the job site. You can measure your material, whatever it is, and you can operate here on the back of the truck. It does have texture here, so things aren't going to be sliding around on you. You got some spots where you can put pens or pencils. You got a spot here that's recessed. You can throw your measuring tape. They thought this out pretty well, and this was cool to see. Now, follow me here. This hole here, this is here for you to put in a vise or a clamp so that you can lock down your wood. Say you have to measure it twice, always measure it twice, cut once, and then cut it. You can clamp it here on the truck, and there's one on both sides. Now you'll see there's a button here, which is the top of the tailgate. If we press this, this opens, and this reveals a step. You know, for the people who don't want to take a 4-foot leap, this is an easy way to access the bed of the truck. And they've even thought one thing out further. You can see this bright yellow thing staring at us here. If we pull this out and rotate it up, we now have a grab handle to utilize when stepping up into the bed. Pretty easy here. Do this through a camera. Okay, makes it very easy to access the bed here. It also makes it extremely easy to get out of the bed. No longer are you jumping and, you know, risking your knees, stuff like that. Pretty easy, even looking through the viewfinder of a camera. All right, to put this away, we're going to press this button here and then push this tab here, number 2. You see that? Push that down and slide it right back in, and same is true for the step. Rotate it up and stow it back away. Now here on the driver's side of the bed, you have some pretty cool options. You have a 240 plug, 240 volt. You have a 120 volt plug, a pair of them actually, and you have the same on this side. Why this is here is because you can use this Ford Lightning pickup truck to power your home. This is a 9.6 kilowatt generator built in, and with some optional equipment at your home, you can plug your home in and run it for 3 days without any worries. And Ford says if you use the power in the home stingily, you can go up to 10 days by powering it off of your Ford F-150 Lightning, and that is pretty cool. Another cool thing about all of these plugs is you can plug in anything you can think of at your job site, whether it's a drill, a saw, or whatever. The Ford F-150 Lightning's got you covered. Now, while we're here at the back, we do have some lighting on both sides for the bed, and watch this. This that you don't see in a lot of pickup trucks. You start this bed up, the tailgate up, and it goes automatic, fully powered. So power up and power down. Super impressive. Okay, as we continue back around on the passenger side here, everything from like the front of the A-pillar back is just an F-150. You can see we have our lighting on our side step there. We'll check out the interior in a second. There's the other badging like I told you. And now let's check out the next coolest part about the truck, and that is up front here. Now again, you can open this multiple ways on the key fob in the truck. And there's also a button right down here. It'll beep a couple times, make sure you're clear, and then it'll open up automatically. And this is where you have some storage up front, and not just storage, but more plugs. Now this here you open up and you have all kinds of plugs. You have 4 household plugs, you have a USB-A, a USB-C. You have a bunch of hooks here that you can either attach a cargo net or grocery bags. Here's your I'm stuck, I gotta get out of here button. And here we have a light switch to turn your lights on or off. So they thought about just about everything here. Also, you have the storage underneath. You can remove this, and it also turns around do this with one hand here. And I want you to see that they've even thought about measuring here. You have another ruler built in. You have more recessed areas where things will stay put and not roll around. And this also has a 400-pound limit, so you can put a lot of stuff in here. Now underneath that you do have this is a brand new vehicle, guys and gals, so I'm not opening their stuff, but there's a cargo net here. Here are your charging cables as well as some different plugs. Now we do have D-rings if you want to tie stuff down. There's 4 points there, and under here, if you want to jump something, here's a battery. Now, while we're up front, we have our washer fluid fill, and there is a jump point here underneath this panel instead of running cables inside the vehicle as well. Now on the driver's side here, we have our coolant reservoir, and that's pretty much it. This is the front trunk area. It does have some cool Ford badging in the top there, and there are two embossed golf bags. So I guess Ford wants you to know that you can fit 2 golf bags in here, and I know a lot of guys would love that. I'd love this truck too. And to close this, we just push said button. It'll beep a couple times again to make sure people are clear, and there she goes. Another cool thing I like about the front is there's no grill here, obviously, because there's no motor, but they do have it textured with different angled triangles to make it at least appear that there's a grill there. Okay, now that we've seen the outside, let's check out the inside. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Okay, we have our leather here with our contrast stitching. Okay, we have some wood accents as well. Take a look at everything before we jump in. We have our two-tone seats, two-tone leather, ventilated. They are heated and cooled. Lots of room. Let's check the back as well. There is a ton of room back here. 3 normal-sized humans have no problem sitting back here. You do have a couple different tiers of storage, and you have a cup holder here as well. Here in the back seat, if we pull this forward, I'm going to try to do this with one hand. I can't, so let's... All right. If we lift this up, we have storage underneath the seat. So they did carry that forward, and this, you can collapse this and lay it flat as well, should you not want to have that open. Now let's get in here and I'll show you just how much room there is in here. I am sitting in the back, 6'1", plenty of room here. At least 4.5, 5 inches between my knees and the most intrusive part of the back seat. You have map pockets here. You got the cup holders here. You have the rear HVAC, but you also have ways to power devices. You have a regular plug for, say, like a laptop. You have USB A and C here as well, and a 12-volt cigarette lighter as well. So they thought about a lot of stuff back here. One of the cool things is this panoramic moonroof. This will shut, lightens it up nice in here because it's a cloudy day. I think it's gorgeous. And you get quite a bit of room here. I got about 2.5, 3 inches of clearance here from the highest point, and it's beautiful. All right, now that we're in the driver's seat, we'll power this on, let you see what happens here. You got the built Ford Tough, and then it jumps into your gauge cluster there. You have a huge screen here that controls just about everything, and it's very intuitive to use. You can see it has navigation. It does vehicle diagnostics automatically to see all of your vehicle related stuff. You push the Ford Lightning icon there. You can change your drive modes from normal to sport, off-road, towing. Okay, you have a ton of cameras around this thing. Excuse this red line. It's the protective film from the factory. It says it's not to be removed until delivery, and I'm not going to do that. But you can see everything around this vehicle. You have the 360 top-down view. You have a bunch of different options here if you just want to see the front. You got different styles to see it there. Okay. Here's the bed of the truck. Okay, here if we're backing into a spot, we can have our guidance lines, and here top down to see the trail hitch when you're backing up to a trailer makes it about as easy as possible. No more guessing, no more asking somebody, hey, give me a hand. You can just use that camera there. Okay, from there you can go into towing, and this is cool. You can add your trailer and put in your dimensions, and it will adjust your range based off of your trailer. So you can dial this down to you, the individual, and what you're carrying. It also has onboard scales. This is what I wanted to show you. It has live scales in the bed of the truck. So as you put payload into the bed of the truck, it tells you where you are in reference to your max payload, and that is pretty cool. Now from there, we can go to zone lighting, and you can turn on all the lights around the truck. If you want to light something up, you can see here all the white lights around the entire vehicle, the headlights, the running board lights, the turn signal lights in the mirrors, and our bed lights. Everything was turned on. That's where you can light up everything around you. It's very, very cool, very intuitive, and easy to learn. The first couple of minutes I was messing around with this, I picked it up pretty easy. All right, so now we're gonna take it for a drive, but I wanna show you how easy it is to shift this. Okay, obviously brake is engaged. There's a button on the front of the shifter, and it operates just like any other shifter. Ford really did a good job with this vehicle. We are in sport mode. Let's see how she does. Now, let's see the fun part that everybody was wondering. How does it handle? How quick is it? So let's see. It moves. Yeah, it moves quick. This is impressive. Ford did a hell of a job. So one thing that is immediately apparent in driving this Ford F-150 Lightning, other than the cool factor and the future of where Ford is going, at least with their pickup line, is just how comfortable this is. From the seats to the overall interior to the suspension, this car is extremely comfortable, and it's very quiet. It's faster and more powerful than the Raptor, and that alone will catch people's eyes. It's going to bring a lot of people into the EV market, as well as into being a Ford owner. All right, guys and gals, what did you think about the Ford F-150 Lightning? This, I think they did a phenomenal job because it screams Ford F-150. There's nothing about this, unless you are looking for the intricacies like the Lightning, the word Lightning, or the Lightning logos. It looks just like your average everyday F-150 work truck. And the items they put in here so that you can actually use it on a work site, a job site, it's really, really impressive. The get up and go, the braking, the comfort of this vehicle, the size, there's a ton of room in here. It was really, really impressive. And then to add to the comfort of the interior, the independent suspension in the rear makes this thing drive like a car instead of a truck. I hope you guys appreciated this. I hope you liked it, because I am just floored by this vehicle. And I want to thank Imperial Cars for allowing me to bring it to you. I will have all their information down below if you want to get a hold of them. ImperialCars.com is the easiest way, and this is available right now, and it probably won't last long. So if you want it, hit them up. Let them know you saw it here on Freedom Garage, and please consider subscribing to the channel so I can continue to bring you more cool cars like this. Guys and gals, thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.